get down.
Hey guys!
It's Brian.
I'm Patrick.
You should pick us
To the
BleepinJeep
Beast Wars
Challenge.
It'll be fun.
Hello and welcome to the BleepinJeep Beast Wars Challenge. My name is Matt, owner of the YouTube channel BleepinJeep. In this video we have 13 contestants ready to move on, but they can't do that until they get your vote. That's where you come in. If you haven't yet heard of the challenge, one of our submitters, Tony's going to tell you how it works. Let's listen in.
Let's talk about the BleepinJeep Beast Wars and how we can get into it. What you need to do is build a Jeep or an off-road rig for $5,000. The only way to get into the competition, you have to get voted in. And also there's a twist into it. If somebody believes that you paid more than $5,000 on your Jeep, they can buy that Jeep for $7,000, and it's only going to be able to get sold one time. What that's going to do is kind of keep people from overbuilding these things for too much money, which is pretty cool.
That's the BleepinJeep Beast Wars in a nutshell. In the last video I asked for people who would like to participate to send in an application video. I was very surprised that I got 26 applications. So it's going to be your job to select 7 winners to move on in the BleepinJeep Beast Wars Challenge. Let me tell you how we're going to do that. Since there was so many, we had to separate this into 2 videos. So in today's video, you're going to watch the first 13 applicants, and I want you to select 3. Now these are all the applicants that are going to be in today's video. At the end of this video, I want you to select 3 participants to move on and write them down in the comments. You're going to write down person A and why you would want to see them in the Beast Wars Challenge, person B, and person C. Why did we just get balloons? What was that? So you must vote for 3 people to move on or your votes don't count. Then we're going to put out that other video. You'll vote for another 3, and then we'll have 6 people move on and start building rigs. If you'd like to see their progress on their channel, all you have to do is click the hashtag BleepinJeep Beast Wars or type that in, and you'll be able to see everybody's content. We're also going to be doing update videos right here on the BleepinJeep channel of how everybody is proceeding. Now you might be saying, hey, what about that 7th person? Well, we're going to add a wild card into the mix, and they're not going to get selected until later on. And our Patreons are going to be the ones to choose that person to continue on. So if you are not a Patreon subscriber, go over to patreon.com/bleepinjeep for more behind the scenes and to get to choose that 7th wild card. All right, I'm dying to see the applicants, so let's get into it. This first audition comes from Tony from Thrill of the Grill, who plans on driving this jalopy 8 hours to the challenge. Check it out.
Is it really possible to build a Jeep on a $5,000 budget? That's including the Jeep and all the parts, and be able to daily drive it and off-road it? I believe it is. That's why we are entering in the BleepinJeep Beast Wars. Now, to make it even more of a challenge, I plan on building this Jeep and driving it all the way to Tennessee. So that's a little over 8 hours. I'm going to show you the shop that I'm at. So here's one of the vehicles that I'm working on. This one I'm going to do gears and trusses, new axle shafts, and a bunch of other goodies on it. This one was actually bone stock when I got a hold of it, and I've been building it up ever since. Then we also have another build going on right here, 2008 JKU with a 3.8, but it has a RIP supercharger on it. But let's go ahead and talk about the Jeep that I have for this competition. We're going to have to go back to my house. But before we talk about the Jeep, the reason why I want to be able to drive this Jeep all the way there is because for the longest time, I didn't have a tow rig or a trailer or anything like that. So all the vehicles that I would off-roading, I always daily drove them because I had no other option. So now I do have a tow rig and a trailer, but I feel like I need to build it how I used to build my vehicles back in the day. All right, so here's our budget Jeep. It's a 97 ZJ with the 4-liter. Only has like 127,000 miles on it, so pretty awesome. But like I said, this thing has not been on the road for over 2 years, so I'm not really sure what all it needs. It does run. It has a little issue starting up, and it has a check engine light, which I'm not really sure what that is either. So if you guys are interested in seeing me and the ZJ in the BleepinJeep Beast Wars competition, give us a vote. I definitely greatly appreciate it. I feel like this is going to be a pretty cool competition. And if you guys have any suggestions on this build, definitely leave them in the comments because I'm down to try just about anything on this.
All right, this next application comes from Patrick and Joe from Crazy Joe's Garage, who ironically don't have a garage. Check it out.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Joe.
And this is Crazy Joe's Garage.
You know, Patrick, I saw on BleepinJeep that there's some Beast Wars challenge.
Think we can build a beast?
Hey, Maddie, are you down to help us out? We'll work on her. I'm sure she's going to help us out.
We'll get her in the driver wheel.
So this is Hoppy, our latest build, I guess, or attempted a build.
A definite attempt.
Rebuild. So Hoppy was laid over on a shakedown run about 3 months ago. And
If you check us out on our YouTube channel, Crazy Joe's Garage, you'll see a couple videos of where we've rebuilt this, and you can see a quick clip of it actually going on its side.
so with that being said, today we're working on another Jeep, and then we have another Jeep project, and then a line of Jeeps. So we definitely think that we would like to build a rig in this Beast Wars challenge, and you know, would love to compete with everybody. We've already kind of seen a couple videos of some other wannabe competitors, and you know, they got some awesome ideas, and I think we got an awesome idea.
And based on a budget build, we build right here in the driveway. We don't have a shop. I mean, we kind of have a garage where we store the tools, but we do it right here just how we're doing this right now, on jack stands and jacks and in the freezing cold.
So we definitely hope that you'll consider us, and you know, we look forward to competing with everybody. Hey, Madison, come here. Come here. Are you going to help us build a beast for Beast Wars Challenge with BleepinJeep?
I'm gonna be stuck helping.
All right, guys. All right, guys, this next one comes from Patrick and Matt from the Wilder Henson Adventures. They've got a Cherokee that definitely could use maybe even more than $5,000 budget. Check it out.
Hey guys!
I'm Patrick.
I'm Matt.
We are the Wilder Henson Adventures. We are a very small, micro-ish YouTube channel. Let us introduce you to some of the stuff we're working on right now.
Yes, our current projects.
So this is my XJ that we are currently building. We're doing a 2-wheel to 4-wheel drive conversion in mine, and
That is mine sitting out there still. We're getting there. We're gonna do a rear coil conversion for it. So we paid less than what half the proposed budget is just for 4 Jeeps. And we actually just bought those before we even heard about Beast Wars.
Yes.
We just did these just to get them. But we're only gonna take one. I mean, if you want us to bring both of them, we'll bring both of them, but we're probably gonna bring the rear coil conversion because it's the one that's most beat up and it needs to be beat up.
also, you might have been able to notice we don't have a lift because we're poor. Very poor. But what we do have is jack stands and cold concrete, so that's awesome.
We also have a absolutely wonderful heater during the summer.
Yes. And don't forget about the AC. It's pretty awesome too in the winter.
Oh man, it is. It sure is. This is what we would like to enter into Beast Wars.
All of this.
All of it. So the fun part about this one is this is within the several XJs that we got, and it had a hole in the block when we bought it.
It's a small hole, don't let him lie. It's only as big as your fist, and the whole number 1 piston's missing. I mean, it's not much.
No, not much. But the great part is it still allowed us to drive it onto the trailer, drive it off the trailer, and park it here. We have several engines in there that you saw from other ones that we've, dissected, that we're gonna throw in here, make another good 4.0 in it, and then we're going to convert the rear
To the coil over out of the ZJ.
So that, in a nutshell, is the blown block, the rear coil conversion, and the 1,200 pounds of rust
It's just a little.
is what we would love to enter into Beast Wars.
And bring it out there to Eastern Tennessee and beat the crap out of it for your entertainment.
Just for you guys.
Just for you guys.
Just for you.
Not for us.
Not for us. It'd be fun. Get a good drive now. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
All right, this next submission comes from Christopher from Max Specialties Motorsports, whose ideas somehow come out of a pizza box. Check it out.
During this week's video, we give you reasons why Matt from BleepinJeep and his fans should choose us to participate in the BleepinJeep Beast Wars Challenge. These are the reasons that you should pick us to the BleepinJeep Beast Wars Challenge. The first reason, we love Jeeps. I don't know, do we call these Jeeps though? You be the judge. The second, we love to build Jeeps. So we would love to build a new project on the channel. It might not necessarily be a Jeep, but if we get selected to go on to the Beast Wars Challenge, we're gonna build a new project. And here is the list of ideas that I kind of got going on in my head. Well, it's this right here. Well, not the Liberty, but the pizza. So here are my top 4 ideas for the rig list and the parts list. The first one on the rigs list is I was thinking about doing, I think the idea of what BleepinJeep did, Matt and Colt, with the free crawler build they did, would be pretty ideal in this challenge. The budget is $5,000. So the idea with the free crawler idea was they bought a V8 pickup and turned it into a rock crawler, which I think would be a perfect idea for a challenge like this. So that's my first idea. So $500 to purchase our rig and $5,000 total put into the rig for the challenge. The second idea is a body swap rig. I think if we get a rig that we can get at a decent price at $500 or less, and it has a good running engine, drivetrain, we could eventually put a smaller vehicle on that chassis to make it more lightweight and more nimble out on the trails. Pineapple on pizza? What's your thoughts? The third idea for a rig purchase would be a sponsor idea. So if anyone watching this video wants to sponsor us if we get selected to go on the challenge, I'm all for it. The third idea is this Jeep right here. It's our daily. I love this Jeep. I paid $100 for it. It's a 97 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it's my daily. It has remote start. The interior in the Jeep is mint, and that's why it's last on our list, because I like driving this Jeep every day. Is it rusty? Yes. Does it need frame repair in the rear? Yes. Does it have a hole in the tank? We're not going to talk about that. I hope you consider picking us and choosing us to participate in the Beast Wars down in Tennessee.
That's making me hungry. This next audition comes from Brian from Living Jeeping and Adventuring, who's building a Liberty Bibberty. And I personally think he's crazy because somebody could buy this out from under him for $7,000. I wouldn't do it, but check it out.
What is going on, everybody? It's Brian with Living Jeeping and Adventuring. This is my official entry for the BleepinJeep Beast Wars. This is what I have been calling the Last Action Liberty. So, what is this thing? So it is a 2005 Jeep Liberty. I've done quite a bit of work to this Liberty already. Ford axles out of a Ford F-250. So it's a Dana 60 in the front, a Sterling 10.5 in the rear. I am going to be running 373 gears. But the reason I'm going to be doing that is because I'm going to run 2 transfer cases. 2 231s, I believe. So it is sitting on airbags, front and rear. Right now, I'm still less than $3,000 into this thing. That's the build. The 2005 Jeep Liberty rock crawler thing on 4 links, 1 tons, and air ride. I love doing this stuff. I love making these videos. I do have a lot of other videos that are up about this Liberty, pretty much a whole build series on it from start to finish. Thank you guys again for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Hope you vote for me. We'll see you next time.
This next This next one comes to us from Sam from Dad Off the Wall, who has dad jokes and a YJ that he'd like to build. Check it out.
It's true. I'm fessing up to it. Coming out of the closet. I really love off-roading. I've actually been a huge Jeep fan my whole life. A few years ago, I finally bought my very first 4-wheel drive Jeep. Don't worry about the wheels though. Problem is, I've always struggled with the funds to come up with, off-roading. So when this bleepin' Jeep guy said that he's going to have a competition where anyone can apply and you can only spend $5,000 on your rig, I thought, And then he said you got to be willing to sell it for $7,000. I thought, ooh, so I could dump some money into this thing and I might be able to sell it afterwards. I'm intrigued. So they said you had to make a video and have it be funny. So I've got a dad joke for you. I've got this Jeep right here that I would sure love to fix up. I got it for a pretty good deal until I realized that the rear end is completely bad in it and the frame is snapped in two. You can kind of see right here, but it does say Jeep right there, so it's going to be it'll be a good competitor just because of that. Just that right? That's how that works, doesn't it? I built up a few vehicles, but I really don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing, which is why it would be a good thing for me to be in this competition and why you'd want to vote for me so you can watch me completely fail and get into a lot of trouble with this build. And everybody loves to watch people fail. Wait, why am I doing this again? It'll be fun. So if you want to see this old girl get resurrected in some kind of sort of redneck way, I better get some love from that bleepin' Jeep guy. Okay, here's your dad joke. What gets smaller the further away you get from it? Everything.
Look what I just found in the fridge. A real glass Dr. Pepper with cane sugar. It just magically appeared in there, out of nowhere. I don't know who fills that thing up, but it's a magic fridge. All right, check out this next audition from Robert and Bobby at Attwood's Garage, or should I say, Bobby and Bobby. Check it out.
All right, man, this is Bleepin' Jeep. Robert and Bobby here from Attwood's Garage. We're accepting your challenge, and no, we're not going to sell this for $7,000. But we have a lead on something else to build, and we'd like to bring it on down and compete with all your friends here, because we're now done with Mid-American Off-Road Expo here in Wilmington, Ohio. So if you want to see me and my son play with plasma table, or maybe powder coat something, or play with my bender, and no, you're not getting an M122 supercharged 5.3 in this project. I will move my 68 F100 to storage, and I'll build your challenge in this garage. What do you say? This was built next to the garage outside for under 10 grand. So, I'm up for it. Are you up for it? Let me know. We got ourselves something, these challenge wars. So just happened to follow me home. And it was about as cheap as one can get one. At least around here, especially when the floors are gone. So, go for us. We'll see us build this two-door for Matt's challenge.
All right, guys, this is Bobby and Bobby with Attwood's Garage. We've got something lined up we're gonna go pick up in the morning as soon as this gets off the trailer for your budget beast builds. We're real excited about it. I think we can make something really cool for $5,000. So check it out and vote us in and see what we can do with a budget.
This next one is from Nathan, who's got a brand new channel called Levoy Garage, and something new we haven't seen yet is a Toyota 4Runner to build. You know how much I like those Toyotas. I think I've got more of them than I have Jeeps. Check out his submission.
What's up, guys? I'm Nathan. This is Levoy Garage, brand new on YouTube. This will be my first video ever. It's also my application video for the BleepinJeep Beast Wars. I'm new to off-roading in a vehicle. I typically off-road on a four-wheeler, and I picked up this Toyota 4Runner about 2 years ago. I think it's also the best candidate for the build battle. I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel, and I thought, hey, what better time than now to start my channel, and also, hopefully, maybe get in on these Beast Wars. I think it'd be a blast. Let me take you guys on a shop tour real quick. We got our welder, plasma torch, toolbox, bolt bin, power stroke, just hanging out, waiting for rebuild. 1-ton axles over here. That goes on the Bronco, air compressor, random Bronco eventually stuff. So it's kind of a hodgepodge here, but hey, you know, coming at this with an amateur's perspective or low budget perspective is an amazing idea. Think of it as like a 16-year-old, right? Out there just trying to have fun, spend all summer saving money, and maybe he's only got $5 grand. I think if we look at it in that aspect, it's a great idea. So I'm excited. Hopefully I can get some votes and get in there and see how things go. Thanks, and I guess I'll see you all around.
All right, next up, we've got Alvin and Nick from GP Offroad. It looks like they typically build Wranglers, but they've got 3 surprise builds and 3 options if they get selected. Check it out.
I'm Alvin. And I'm Nick.
And we're with
GP Offroad.
We didn't want to bring just one rig out to showcase today, so we brought a variety.
Ranging from an S10 Blazer on tons
To whatever that is.
JKU Go Buddy. It's got an LS3 Gen right suspension, king coilovers, and Curry axles. Has a slide out tire interior, a one-off center console with Simpson seats and a PRP steering wheel.
So have you ever heard of a deal too good to be true? Well, this might be it. This is our 2007 JKU that we've named Junkie. We thought we'd do a drag race, 5-cylinder against 4-cylinder.
We got starting 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive?
4-wheel drive.
But I got an issue.
What?
I don't have a shifter.
What do you mean?
We bought a 2-wheel drive JK.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
What you got going on over there?
I think it's done.
All right, so maybe we sent it a little bit too hard when we were coming down here, and our 5-cylinder is now a no cylinder. Plan B. So the last 2 races, I was in Nick's JKU running against his yellow Jeep and his Blazer. We're getting ready to run against Muddy. Muddy is our V8 swapped JKU. I don't think I'm gonna win this one, but we'll see what happens. to vote on for the BleepinJeep Beast Wars challenge.
Which include a truggy, a smaller SUV like a Geo Tracker, or one of our former builds, the Grand Hero.
We'll throw up some pictures. You guys can vote A, B, or C. Let us know in the comments.
All right, this next submission has to be the funniest one of all. We've got three friends, Kallam, Bob, and Thomas, who've teamed up as the three Amigos to build, you guessed it, an Amigo. Check it out.
Oh, guys, get down. My God. Boys, we're gonna have to figure a way to get voted in.
It looks impossible.
Bob, some of those channels look really good. There's a cool Jeep in every post. I don't think we can get voted in.
Bob, I think Thomas is right.
Boys, we're just gonna have to use our brains.
Dang it.
Are you prepared to wreck this vehicle?
An Amigo? We roll like that.
I like to take stuff apart and put it back together, and sometimes it still works. Oftentimes it works very differently than when I took it apart.
Jeeps and trucks are like the Lego sets we had when we were kids, except we lost the instructions, and so we put them together all wrong.
So you guys are like a team?
We're like the three Amigos.
That's right. And why are we building a Amigo? Well, because Jeeps are easy and Amigos are forever.
Will you win?
Heck yeah!
The reason I think that the Isuzu Amigo is the perfect build is because we're all new friends, and
Absolutely.
you two kind of brought us all together.
Go
as
you
like
two.
brand new friends, and so having a car to build that is called a friend.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole cool thing about the community is the fact that we can just come together with some commonality and find a fourth Amigo.
I'm Thomas from Black and Blue Garage, and
I am Bob from Party Shop Shenanigans.
And I'm Kallam from Project DeXJ.
and this is the 1994 Isuzu Amigo that we want to put on half-ton Chevy axles and bring to Tennessee for the BleepinJeep Beast Wars.
Who are you guys?
The Three Amigos! Beast Wars!
If you're a Cherokee fan, this next submitter needs no introduction. None other than Dex from DeXJ's, and as you know, he likes to get down. Check it out.
Alright, this is my 3 to 5 minute, let's call it application video to BleepinJeep's, how's he say it, $5,000 cheap build challenge. So if I found a few clips you just watched there, we ain't easy on them. And I would say we've got to the peak of Cherokee. Like until you want to build something exotic, like this is about as good as it's going to get for a Cherokee in my opinion. So hopefully this is under 5 minutes. I think I need to hush. Reason I want to do this, I've got the perfect Cherokee picked out. I mean, it's a cheap challenge, so I want to go, I got a real cheap one to start out with. And other than that, I want y'all to be able to follow along from the step one, what I fix, what I upgrade, what I do, all this to make one essentially as tough as both of these, and I want you to see it. So I feel like I'm just now mentioning I have a YouTube channel which has been tremendously successful. Actually shocked me how great it's worked out. But everybody's been asking me to do a full build on how I would build one. Well, I don't have the reason to build one. I've got this one, that's my brother's. I got another one, another one, another one. I've got about 8 of them that are off-road personally. So if I can build this one for this challenge, I got a secret up my sleeve to do with it. So I think it's under 5 minutes. So that's my spiel. Hope you vote for me. Regardless, this will be my YouTube channel. Even if I don't get selected, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna do this build anyway, just because I've always wanted to. I've never had the reason. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your vote. Have a good day. Hope you enjoy. Hope I get to show you all the tricks I got up my sleeve. Have a good day.
I was really worried for Dex there for a second, standing in front of those stacked Cherokees like that. Anyway, this next submission comes from Dan and Macie, a father-daughter duo. I think it's really humbling that we've got a lot of families submitting, and you'll see even more in the next set of videos. Anyway, check this submission out from Dan and Macie.
Hi, my name is Miss Macie.
And I'm Dan.
We like to fix Jeeps.
And we have a lot of Jeeps, don't we?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
We build big Jeeps.
And we build small Jeeps. We also get our Jeeps stuck sometimes.
But we always get them out.
We also break our Jeeps, don't we?
Yeah. But we also like to fix our Jeeps.
Miss Macie here has become quite the mechanic, and I think it's time that she shows the Jeep community exactly what she can do. However, she's kind of shy. She doesn't know you. But fair warning, when she does, she won't shut up.
We want to enter the BleepinJeep Beast War contest.
Yeah, we're going to build a Jeep, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right. We have a lot of Jeeps that we can pick for this contest, but we have the perfect one over here. Follow us. This is the best Jeep. Nikki fell down in the mud. Ever built. And at the same time,
it's the worst Jeep ever built.
That's right. Introducing our 1984 Cherokee Chief. It is the best Jeep ever built because it is an XJ. It is the worst Jeep ever built because it came with the dreaded Chevy 2.8 liter V6. This has the 3-speed slush box transmission, more smog controls than the Lake Town from Hobbit, and is absolutely the most gutless wonder I have ever driven.
But we can make it great, and we have the parts to do it.
The plan is to reuse the stock motor, as horrible as it is, the stock transmission, the stock transfer case, build up the stock Dana 30, and maybe even use the stock Dana 35. Maybe. We might even keep these gorgeous minivan wheels.
We're gonna build it.
What are we gonna do? How are we gonna get down the mat?
And we're going to pull it down behind our 12-valve Cummins motorhome.
More power.
No.
I think we might even have some tires for it in the backfield if I can just get the boys to quit playing with them.
We know how to build, break, use, and abuse a Jeep. This contest is for us.
Yes, it is.
This next one comes from James and Lee from Levoy's Adventures, and maybe you can cheer him up because his wife doesn't seem too on board with this challenge. Check it out.
I know I don't accomplish everything I work on, but after 25 years, she still won't let me have fun. Many hours earlier.
And then this is what this video is all about, so let's get to it. The BleepinJeep Beast Wars in early October.
What's up, babe?
Well, I was watching YouTube and BleepinJeep, which we kind of follow. They're putting on a Jeep challenge. I was considering applying.
Really?
But we would have to put up the $5,000 to build it.
I don't know.
So, what are our options? Well, I'm guessing you know what the budget looks like. And you're telling me it's not there.
Yep.
And the
you
bus.
have the bus project too, so.
And the bus isn't done yet.
Yeah.
Guess I gotta look to see what's for sale, huh?
Probably.
And then I gotta see what's to buy. If there's something out there on Marketplace.
Yeah, if you can sell some things.
If I sell some things I can buy.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of ifs.
I know. Don't you have anything you could use?
They're probably too good. I definitely don't want to wreck them.
Well, you can't take my Jeep.
Been married to you for 25 years. This can be an anniversary gift.
I like Hawaii better.
We've already done that. We've never done
Let's
this.
go again. Or Alaska. We could go to Alaska. We haven't done that yet.
Hi, I'm James Levoy.
I'm Lee. We have a YouTube channel.
We have a
Levoy's
YouTube channel.
Adventures.
We've owned a little automotive shop that we've done some Jeep repair and some Jeep builds. And
we're building a bus to haul our Jeep. Hey babe, can you come here a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I was thinking about the Beast Wars.
You saw my video?
Yes. So.
Really?
Yes. If you can get accepted, like if they vote you in,
Yeah.
then I think we can make it work.
You think so?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Do I still have to sell stuff?
Yes.
But it'll work, you're sure?
Yes.
You're giving me an okay?
Yes.
Yes! It's awesome!
Okay, that is our first 13 submissions. Now it's up to you guys to pick 3 of those. Like I said earlier, you have to select 3, otherwise your vote doesn't count, and you're going to do that down in the comments below. You've got 3 days to get your votes in, so don't delay. Write down 3 of those people. You can either use their name or their YouTube channel, and then also tell me why you'd like to see them move on. What's going to happen is we're going to pick 3 of those from this video. We're going to pick 3 more from the next video coming out next week. And then those 6 people are going to continue on and start their builds, which have to be finished by October. In October, they're going to meet here in Tennessee, and then we're going to go out to Windrock and continue our challenges on the trail. Now, if you did submit and you don't get selected as one of those 6 competitors, you still can build your rig and you may get selected as the wild card. It's totally up to you. We're going to continue our discussions over on patreon.com/bleepinjeep with more behind the scenes discussions on who we think should make it through, but ultimately it's up to you. Go ahead and leave your comments right now, and we'll see you guys next week for the next 13 submissions.